Hi everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Fitness. I'm your host, Valerie Gatto, here at Legends of Pittsburgh in Torretta, Pennsylvania. Well, here we have our very own Dallas Clutian. What are you doing here?
I just got done doing an awesome workout with my friend Marie.
Where's she at?
Right there.
Oh, well, here we have our very own Marie Blanchard with us today. So obviously you guys worked out together. Tell me about it.
Yeah, we had a great workout today. You know, obviously me being a fitness expert and Marie as well, we have so many ideas and we have so many things that we want to collaborate together to get like the most effective workout that we can.
So collaboration is key. I'm sure motivation also is key to a partner workout.
Absolutely. I had such an awesome workout with Dallas. She motivates me and it's so much fun.
So find your perfect partner to collaborate and, you know, keep you motivated. I'm sure one of our fitness experts could do the same for you too. So motivation is key. And obviously spring and summer are right around the corner. I'm sure a lot of people are motivated to get back into the swing of things. Do you see workouts changing?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not change it? Keep it more interesting and get outside. You know, it's so much more therapeutic to work out outside. You're getting some of the sun, you know, so vitamin D. And the only thing you have to watch out for though, what I really recommend is making sure you stay hydrated.
Hydration is key. Don't forget SPF. Red skin isn't cute. Now Marie told me something earlier about panic mode. What is that?
This is the time of the year where people just hit panic mode. Since summer is right around the corner, everyone wants to get ready for that bikini season.
That's me, I'm guilty. So what would you tell them? What do you do?
I just tell them slow and steady is the best way to win the race.
Slow and steady wins the race. You heard it here first. I know we all need a little bit of motivation to get to the gym. And I think Dallas is gonna show me a few things this episode.
I am. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready? So stay tuned. It's Fitness on Fox.
One of the most intimidating parts of any store is the vitamins and supplement aisle. Well, here at Sunnybridge Natural Foods, Vicki Thompson guides us through the maze towards better health. Vicki, you're kind of the resident expert on vitamins and supplements. Tell us how you got involved with these products.
Well, I can say, even as I was younger, I was always interested in whole foods, vitamins, minerals, that kind of thing, and making sure you had good, healthy food. But as I got older and purchased my first home, with it came a beautiful garden. And many of the flowers there I was unfamiliar with, so I started getting books, reading books, started to go to the library, come home with 35, 40 books, found out that they do much more than just please our eye and something beautiful for us to look at.
Right.
And if you go deeper, they have many medicinal purposes that have been used for thousands of years.
Right. So you have this wealth of knowledge that you use for your customers who come to Sunnybridge. A lot of them probably are like me, who don't take vitamins or supplements on a regular basis. Maybe we need to, but we're not sure where to start. What do you say to the newbies to vitamins and supplements?
Of course, when a new person comes in and they look on this aisle, they're definitely overwhelmed.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to take in. We do have certain sections in the store, some for heart health, some for calcium, you know, bones, minerals, that kind of thing. But everybody, probably their first step should be a good multivitamin. That way they're assured that no matter what they're eating through the day, they're at least getting the base multiple vitamin in their system.
So one of the issues for people who are starting off or taking a new vitamin or supplement are possible complications with medicines or other things that they're taking. What's your advice?
Our first advice is to check with their doctor. to make sure that it's not going to interfere with anything that their doctor is prescribing for them.
Right.
Sometimes people can check with their pharmacist. A lot of times the pharmacists know what pathway the medication takes, how long it'll be in their system, and so they're very good at determining too what herbs may or may not mix with a certain medication.
So they go to their doctor or pharmacist, they identify what they're taking, they come back here, and they come to you saying, I'm complaining about this. Let's say I have joint pain.
Okay.
Where do you go from there?
Well, joint pain typically is, we don't have anything here that's going to, like a pain pill.
Okay.
So that they would be able to get from their physician, but we do have things here that can help support their joint health,
Right.
get them moving in the right direction, so in the future they may not need to take so much pain medication.
I mean, ideally you want to solve the problem,
Right.
not mask
Not
the
mask
problem.
it.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
And what that does, we have things like glucosamine, hyaluronic acid, those kinds of things help cushion the joints. Hyaluronic brings moisture to the surface so you don't get that rubbing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, turmeric is another one. It's an anti-inflammatory. Once you reduce inflammation, pain seems to subside.
A lot of our viewers, not necessarily me, work out every single day. They're they work out a lot. And with that physical activity comes, different issues. A lot of people take the whey protein powders and things like that. What kind do you guys have here at Sunnybridge?
Oh, we have several types of whey protein. We have whey protein, we have pea protein, we have different grains, rice protein, egg protein. So again, depending on your particular diet,
Right.
you can easily choose one of our proteins to help them, because you need the extra protein when you're working out like that, especially if you're weightlifting a lot.
So then, for instance, you have a vegan protein
We do.
formula?
We have a vegan formula.
So, like so many things here at Sunnybridge, you give different choices for things that, you think of meat, protein, vegetables, not a lot of protein.
Right.
But this does.
This does. This is a basic, it's a blend of a pea protein, sacha inchi seed, which is a protein, and sprouted brown rice.
Yes.
And the three of those together make a really great protein. They have all the amino acids in there.
Right.
And you're right, a lot of people don't think about vegetarian foods as having protein.
Right.
I mean, that's loaded, and it's definitely one that's specifically for the sports-minded person, the bodybuilder in mind.
Well, thanks, Vicki, so much for all the advice and for helping us, guide through this maze of vitamins and supplements. I still have a lot of questions, though. Maybe more questions than when I started. Yeah, but if you guys have questions, come down to Sunnybridge Natural Foods. Seek out Vicki. She's the expert. She can give you a lot of advice as to how to refuel after your workouts or maintain some good health. Thanks again.
Thank you.
All right. More Fitness on Fox after this. Fitness is brought to you by Family First Chiropractic, helping you achieve your maximum expression of life. Visit familyfirstchiro.net.
Sunnybridge Natural Foods is your health food and natural products store. We offer natural, organic, and local foods, produce, meat, special diet items, and quality supplements. All items baked in our dedicated gluten-free bakery are made fresh, in-house daily from scratch. Join us in our cafe where your lunch and organic juices are made to order. Hi, I'm Gina. We welcome you to cross the bridge to a healthier lifestyle here at Sunnybridge Natural Foods.
Today healthy skin tip brought to you by the Skin Center is all about vitamin D, also known as the sunshine vitamin. Sunlight produces vitamin D in the skin, and most people are deficient due to using sunblock and avoiding the sun. Your skin, just like any other organ, needs vitamin D to function properly. Other skin benefits include decreasing acne, stimulating collagen, smoothing wrinkles and brown spots, and even improving psoriasis. So just 10 minutes of midday sun is plenty, but if you're unable to get enough sun exposure, then paying closer attention to diet and supplementation are going to be necessary. Some ideas for food sources for vitamin D include milk, salmon, tuna, and egg yolk. The newest daily recommendations for vitamin D for adults is 1 to 2,000 IUs per day, but please check with your physician first. And that is all for today's Healthy Skin Tip brought to you by the Skin Center. If you have any questions that you would like us to answer, send us an email or contact the Skin Center for more information.
Hey everyone, it's Dallas Kalushin from DallasKFitness.com. Get ready for this week's fitness training tip. Today's fitness training tip is all about the shoulders. When you train, you want to make sure that you're hitting the front delts, rear delts, and side delts. But today, I'm going to concentrate on the side delts. Today's exercise is on the cable machine, and I'm doing side delt raises. So the most important thing you want to do is first get yourself into position so that you can do it correctly. I have my feet pretty close together, as you can see, and I'm holding on here just to kind of bend away from the equipment a little bit so I can get a nice lateral raise going on. I like to use the black leather handles versus the metal just because it's more comfortable for me. You want to keep a slight bend in your arms just so that you really target the side delts. You really want to focus on keeping your core tight and making sure that your posture is good so that you can maximize the effects of the side delt raise. Whether you're at the gym or you're at home, you can still get a great workout and incorporate side delt raises into your shoulder routine by just using dumbbells. When you're doing the side lateral raises with either the dumbbells or the cable machine, just make sure when you bring your arms up, your hands aren't going past your shoulders. Shoulders play such an important role when we're trying to achieve a symmetric and proportioned overall better physique. So that's it for this week's fitness training tip on shoulders. If you'd like to watch it again, you can see it on my website at DallasKFitness.com, where I also design personalized training plans. All right, Valerie, are you ready to get some techniques here?
I'm ready as well, Ruby.
Okay, great. So as we mentioned, it's time to get outside. We want to switch it up, make it interesting for people, and I have so many great workouts I can show you to really help with being outside, getting accustomed to breathing right, keeping your core intact, really making sure your knees stay healthy, and giving you an overall maximum workout.
All right, I'm ready. Let's get to work.
So the first one I want to show you is the alternating jump lunge. So you're going to start with your right foot first, and then you can make sure you have like quite a bit, farther than shoulder width apart with your both your legs here.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go down and we're gonna alternate.
Oh, gotta keep my balance.
Gotta keep your back straight. Really focus on keeping your core tight because we're also working that.
So now my knee, I noticed that there's applying some pressure on it.
Right. Right, that's what the whole point of this is you know what, it really keeps your knees flexible, and that's all about range of motion. The better the range of motion you have when you're working out,
the better the run.
Right.
Okay.
And it's also stretching the hamstrings.
So how many sets, how many reps would I typically do?
I would recommend doing 2 sets and where you're doing 12 to 15 on each leg.
Each leg, that's the kicker. What's next?
Next is one of my favorites, the squat jumps.
Oh, that's my least.
Okay, well let me show you how it's done. This is the way I like to do it, and it really helps and makes it more difficult if you have a yoga box where you can stack the plates. the higher you go, the more difficult it is.
Okay, now your feet are forward, but I know sometimes people turn them out. Can I do that too?
Yeah, turning them out actually benefits the knee. It helps it,
Okay.
you know, keep it safe and keep you from getting injured.
All right.
So we're gonna start about, you know, shorter width apart, a little bit farther, and go down, and then come up and jump with the feet together.
Okay.
And then back down again.
So do I really want to explode when coming out of the squat? What do you recommend?
You don't really want to explode. You want to always keep more of a robotic-like form. You know, the tighter the form, the better. You don't want to get a little sloppy with it.
Now, how far do I want to go down in my squat?
So you always want to break the squat. That's the most important thing, because if you don't break the squat and go past the knee level, you're pretty much going to burn a lot of calories, but you're really not going to hit the glutes.
Okay, not going to work the muscles.
Right.
Now, I notice a lot of pressure in here. Is this a good exercise for quads and to prepare for running?
Yeah, absolutely. It's really going to target the quads and even stretch out the hamstrings as we're doing the jumping motion rather than just doing a freestanding squat.
Okay. How many would you recommend to do? How many sets? How many reps?
Well, with doing this without weights, I would recommend doing about 12 to 15 reps. Probably about 15 if you can get that, which I know you can.
I haven't worked out since Miss USA, so that's about 9 months.
All right, well, let's start with 12 then.
All right, sounds good. What's next?
All right, Val, I know that your muscles are probably burning a little bit. You're feeling some, you know.
Just a little,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so I just want to let you know that that was the warm-up.
Warm up.
Yeah,
She's talking
warm up.
about warm up. That was the warm up.
Yeah, warm-up.
What
you
are we
know?
doing now?
We did that so we could get stretched out and we're healthy, ready to run now.
Oh goodness, now the fun begins. Now you tell me.
It does. I'm going to introduce you to some HIIT cardio.
What's that?
That's known as high intensity interval training. So it's actually working smart, not hard. The benefit of HIIT is it's a lot shorter, but you actually get more effective results.
Shorter, so not as long. I don't have to spend an hour on this thing.
No hours here.
Okay, great. How long?
We're going to do about 15 to 20 minutes. So
Okay,
we'll
not
see how
bad.
long you can hang.
All right.
So we're going to do about a minute of high incline walking, and then we're
Okay.
going to switch and we're going to turn backwards and jog
Backwards.
for 30 seconds. And we're
All
going to repeat.
right. She's showing me some new things today.
So 6, 3.4.
Okay, 6, 3.4.
Okay, so
All right,
we're gonna,
almost
we're gonna
there.
walk for a minute,
All right,
and
10 more seconds. And
by-
I just click.
yeah, by
Okay.
doing this, you know, obviously you want to keep your core really tight, and you want to make sure you're taking long strides.
Okay, I'm on the minute now. Now, do I just turn around? What do you want me to do?
Okay, you're on the minute. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the incline down, obviously.
Okay,
Put it down to about 1.
1. All right.
We'll keep the speed the same, and we're just
Okay.
gonna flip around.
Woo!
It's actually- So by doing this, we're obviously working more of the top of the quads. All right, back to the walking. It was only 30 seconds. 30 seconds, that's when we're doing more of the fat burning mode. Then we're going back to walking incline.
Okay. So,
So
back
put
up
it back
to
up
6.
to 6.
Okay, I feel it. I'm burning. So that was the first time I ever ran backwards on a treadmill. You probably could tell on TV. Do you have any tips for running backwards?
Yeah, absolutely. Since we're not holding on, obviously, it's a lot more difficult, and we're actually running more on our toes. We're not really using our heels because we're still at a little bit of an incline. And the benefit of that is that we're using our calves. You're using not
Building
only
that
the
muscle,
yeah,
yeah.
not only the middle, but the outer and the inner parts of the calves too.
Build my muscles back here.
Yeah, get some definition, some curve.
All right, now how many times a week do you think I need to do this?
This is something that's great to do either after weight training or even in the morning. You know, people are into fasted cardio, and instead of doing 45 minutes to an hour, why not make it 16 with HIIT?
Fasted cardio, don't eat before you work out in the morning.
Well, with HIIT, the best thing to do is we would walk an incline for a minute, and then when we turn around, we're running backwards, we're gonna do it for 30 seconds.
Okay, so it'll go fast and it's not as boring as a typical treadmill run.
Right, and what people want is fat burn. So we're in fat burning mode when we're turning around doing the high intensity. And then we're
Okay.
gonna turn around again, and we're just gonna repeat that for 16 to 20 minutes.
Now, how many times a week would I do this? And can I replace my typical cardio workout with all HIIT workouts?
Everyone has different goals, so I would say it definitely depends on what your goals are. It can definitely replace the, you know, the 45-minute boring long cardio sessions. And it's obviously, as you can see, pretty difficult still. So there's not really a point in doing it any longer than 15 to 20 minutes.
All right, Dallas, I had a great workout. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
I need to get a drink of water though.
Okay.
And stay tuned for more Fitness on Fox.
Welcome to Family First Chiropractic, where we've been helping athletes, whole families, and those with special needs in the South Hills reach their maximum expression of life for over 15 years. My name is Dr. Jonas Mary, and I believe that health and wellness is not an activity, it's a lifestyle. As a result, Family First Chiropractic has partnered with Fitness Television to support a healthy lifestyle in our area. For more information on how Family First Chiropractic can help you reach a whole new level of brain and body-based wellness, contact us today and we'll get you on the road to a healthier lifestyle.
Fitness is brought to you by Sunnybridge Natural Foods. Cross the bridge to a healthier lifestyle. Visit sunnybridgenaturalfoods.com. Fitness is brought to you by Family First Chiropractic, helping you achieve your maximum expression of life. Visit familyfirstchiro.net. So a patient comes in and you have to evaluate them. And, you know, they don't have a chart with every diagnostic that they can tell you, well, this is what I've been doing. This is what I think is wrong. And they may think something's wrong, but, you know, how do you find out what's really going on in their body?
It's tough, and it's a great question because a lot of people go into chiropractic offices and give chiropractic answers. You know, they're in a muffler shop, they're expecting a muffler. And that is where that education piece comes in, because we really talk to them and have to kind of draw out lifestyle issues and what is it that you're really doing. But one of the things that has been advantageous to us is there's some diagnostic equipment. What we use is called the NeuroInfinity. It allows us to do a workup on them that allows us to see the whole nervous system and really begin to quantify it in a way that we haven't been able to do before. So I can send you for an MRI and see that, yes, you have a brain and a spinal cord, but I want to know functionally, where are you? So functional neurology is the big change that's happening in healthcare today. It's not just do you have your parts, is there any gross trauma or pathology there? It's, if you're not that person, why are you still like this? Your testing looks normal, but you're obviously having a problem. With this new technology, we're capable of evaluating people in ways that we couldn't. So we're seeing an EEG, heart rate variability, skin conductance, hand temperature, and all these things give us a much different insight as to how their body's performing overall. When you couple that with the rest of our physical exam, and then if there is imaging or anything else, we have a complete picture of what's going on with that person, and it allows us to ask additional questions that they may have not volunteered before, or we may have not had the insight to ask. You know, if I see an HRV issue, a heart rate variability issue, that's not 100%, and I'm seeing some weird indicators on there, then I just did this, I'm gonna refer that person to the cardiologist because they built that test. That's a cardiologist test. But it gives us more information about how the nervous system is helping that heart work. But if we see a change there, we're going to get somebody else on board, make those necessary referrals, make sure we've ruled out any other issues as we continue to treat and move forward with our healthcare. That way, we're not going, well, I'm a chiropractor, I have no idea what's going on with your heart. We actually do, and we can see it.
Right.
So that's a big difference in chiropractic today.
So I know Valerie came in and you gave her kind of the checkup. Explain what you're doing there, because it looked a little, I think, it looked like a DUI test, right? I mean,
it does, and you know what? They're checking for the same thing we are. They're checking for neurological competence. In other words, can you coordinate? Can you organize? And do you know where you are? So when we're putting her through the fingertip to the nose or the hand movements and so on, we're looking at specific parts of her nervous system to see if she's coordinating properly. In other words, is she signaling up and down that pathway? Because that's all your spine really is. It's an extension of brain tissue down into the body, and it's for signaling purposes. So if you can coordinate those signals, we know you're firing correctly, we're recruiting correctly, and we're not seeing any deficits. Now, if we do see a deficit, that's where that test progresses to the chiropractic piece. We want to see, is there subluxation associated with that? Or, you know, if I have a hard time doing that in my arm, is it because I have a shoulder injury? You know, years ago I separated that shoulder, and really this is a peripheral issue. So that's where we get a little more specific in the rest of the testing, is where's that injury really? And then how do we need to address it?
it looks similar to some of the tests you see like on on the sidelines of NFL games, the concussion protocol, as they call it. Is that similar in that?
It is. They're doing a similar kind of thing to see if, in fact, they have normal cognitive function. And we see actually a lot of youth athletes. Some of them we're seeing because with the Neuroinfinity, with that evaluation, we're able to do baseline evaluations on them because we're getting an actual EEG analysis. So we're seeing actual brainwave activity. If they take a hard hit and they're not feeling great, we're going to repeat that test when they come in and see if there's been a change in their EEG status. If they're not feeling great and their brain's fine, it can be whiplash, and whiplash and concussions go hand in hand, and they produce the exact same symptomatology. So unless you distinguish, your treatment may not be accurate and you may not get where you need to be. So again, being able to be specific about what injury we're actually seeing allows us to direct care more specifically.
So if you're playing a sport like hockey or football, I played hockey, I had 3 concussions within 12 months. I was never told to sit down and not play. But to get that baseline before you even play, before your freshman season or something like that,
it's huge. Having that baseline, because a lot of the baselines that we're currently seeing in the area are looking for memory challenges, reaction time, things like that, which are good, but they're not EEG, and EEG is direct brain action. So.
And what does EEG stand for?
It's an electroencephalograph, just like an EKG or an ECG is a cardiac.
EKG, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So same thing, but for the brain, because your brain is putting out specific electrical signals, and we want to be able to see what those are, because there's a definite normal and there's a definite abnormal. Having that baseline, like I said, allows us to be real specific about has there been a change or not. If there's an actual change there, then we definitely need time off from play until we see you go back to normal. So with regard to that testing, not only can we see where there's a change, bio and neurofeedback, which has been around for decades and is being picked up all over again, it's being rediscovered, is one of the biggest things you can do to help retrain brain activity. And we're seeing this with kids with special needs, we're seeing this with concussion patients, we're seeing this with people with PTSD, and even people who've lost a limb to control pain. So bio neurofeedback is awesome. So when we see that change, we can kind of dial in where we're going to work and where we're going to be specific, even in terms of that kind of therapy.
Well, thanks so much for taking the time with us
and
putting Valerie through the ringer. And
well, I appreciate her time.
At least she has a baseline now in case something happens.
We'll know.
All right.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Fitness. I'm Valerie Gatto, your co-host here at Legends of Pittsburgh in Turin, Pennsylvania. I hope to see you at the gym this week and enjoy your Saturday. It's time for me to get home and relax. Dallas kicked my butt earlier today. But thanks for watching, and for more information, fitnesstv.com.
We did a lot of core abs.
It's
core
okay.
abs today.
That's okay, we'll start
We did
over.
a lot of. We have to start from the beginning on that. Hang on, this is perfect. No, it's good because I can actually see it. It's okay, you're right. You don't really notice it on TV. It's really weird because when I look in the mirror, I notice it more because then you're not getting the maximum effect of the rear delt, of the side delt. God dang it.
But if you're unable to get enough sun exposure, then playing in the sun, smoothing wrinkles and dark circles. Oh, dark circles.
We're gonna do about 15 on each leg.
15?
15,
Oh,
come on. So many great tips for you to really help you.
Okay, I'm nervous, but I'm excited.
Okay. Which is about lateral.
We did a lot of core. This exactly.